Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Sioux Falls man is behind bars accused of first-degree robbery that occurred in the northwest part of town on Wednesday morning.
Sioux Falls police say a caller told them a man with a knife had been pounding on his motel door and screaming at him. The man allegedly stabbed the door after the caller opened it, causing the victim to run out.
Authorities say a woman who was with the man ran past the caller into the room, grabbed his dog, and fled. The victim ran after the woman and got the dog back.
Alex One Star Jr. was later arrested. The woman has not been identified.
Authorities in northeastern South Dakota are asking for help in finding a missing Claremont woman.
The Brown County Sheriff's Office says Michelle Jones was last seen driving in the Eden area Tuesday morning. She was driving a black SUV with firefighter plates.
If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Brown County Sheriff's Office.
The final results for Tuesday's Sioux Falls mayoral runoff election were a close call.
Christine Erickson finished with only 2 more votes than Jamie Smith. Both candidates are anticipating a recount.
We're going to leave it all out there. I was a wrestling coach, so the analogy's on the mat, all right? And we're not gonna quit. That's one thing. We are going to go till that last and final whistle.
We're going to celebrate. However, we know this isn't over yet. We anticipate a recount, and we hope that these results stay true.
In a news release, Erickson's team claimed victory. She said she looks forward to leading Sioux Falls.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Travis. Good morning, everybody. We are following showers in western South Dakota. Maybe a couple of thunder showers can be thrown in later this afternoon and evening. And temperatures will be much cooler across the west and southwest with numbers in the 50s and 60s, 70s for just about everybody else with dry skies in central and eastern KELOLAND. Winds will be light aside for western South Dakota with a stronger southerly wind. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A peer artist is competing for a national art prize that could showcase her work in front of the movie star Johnny Depp.
Ariel Keepke is an engineer by trade, but Keep has grown to an artist. It's one of her biggest passions. Keepke says her artwork is inspired by elements found in her home state of South Dakota.
Recently, I've been thinking a lot about our slogan, great faces, great places, because those are the 2 things I paint. I paint the people closest to me, which are always people here in South Dakota, and then I paint the scenery.
The People's Artist Competition is presented by Johnny Depp, and the winner with the most votes from the public will be featured at a gallery in Los Angeles.
A link to vote for Ariel's artwork is with this KELOLAND.com original on our website.
Del Rapid middle schoolers are getting ready for the production of Aladdin Jr.
The production is the Old Opera House Players' first production in years, and they're hoping to continue every summer.
Next summer when we're also going to try to do some workshops for children and youth so they can get involved, and we're going to try to bring back some adult shows also.
Opening night is tonight at 7. A full schedule is attached to this story on KELOLAND.com.
Storyland Children's Theater is back under the band shell at McKinnon Park in Sioux Falls.
Storyland has 7 weeks of free performances this June and July, including this week's production, Frumpled Fairy Tales. It's one of hundreds of shows from Storyland over the past 35 years.
Every year, this is the highlight of the summer. People love coming to McKinnon Park, and so many families that are new to Sioux Falls, when they find out about Storyland, it becomes a tradition for them. But it is, for me, it is the best part of the year.
Storyland Children's Theater returns to the stage today at 10 a.m.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather picture today, we're tracking some scattered rain in western South Dakota. It looks like temperatures will likely hold in the 60s today in Rapid and back into the Black Hills, Custer, probably mid-50s. That's it. Sioux Falls 70s, near 80 later on in the afternoon. Looks like pretty light winds. Some of that rain, as we look at tonight, could get a little rougher in the southwest, maybe a couple of bigger thunderstorms. But again, with the instability not being the highest, I think that might restrict that. Let's see if we get a little rain to kick off Friday morning. If we do, it would be probably the central. It could even be positioned farther north than that. So for Sioux Falls right now, we've kind of kept that out of the forecast, but this is part of that warm front that's lifting on in. So there certainly could be some pockets of rain even affecting Aberdeen with that feature. We should see a few more 80s on Friday. South winds with that, and then of course, so we'll see if we end up with any new thunderstorms Friday night in far western South Dakota. There's a big difference too, Rapid City going into the weekend. It's going to turn significantly hotter on Saturday. Take a look at our temperature, wind, and storm chance map. So this is our Friday outlook. Again, anything that flares up in the morning looks like will probably settle down in the afternoon. That 95 in Rapid City on Saturday is something I want to point out. I think we'll still have a lot of 80s east, but there could be a day where it gets hotter in Rapid. And then Rapid will likely be on at least on the rain side of things here Saturday night into Sunday. There should be some thunderstorms that come into western South Dakota. My issue right now is that big cap in Nebraska. Then that's going to dictate how far east those thunderstorms can go. I think right now Sioux Falls is going to have a harder time with that. We definitely see the capping on Sunday. We're in the 90s, and then that lid holds on Monday. Again, that's mid-layer warming, and that kind of seals us off from thunderstorms. But Monday night, could we break that cap? Well, you know, it's debatable. We have a chance. We could do that. If it happens, probably will be more nighttime storms, but that's important. That's a big one because we've been missing a lot of rain chances lately. Most of you know that already in the southeast. And, you know, with regards to June rainfall, it's been spotty. So, yeah, we've got now the temperature is going way up. A lot of 90s into next week. Our 7-day forecast is full of that. Let's end this segment with that in mind. Starting with today's relatively cool weather, about 80 Sioux Falls, 78 in Mitchell. But look at the 7-day. We're going to be close to 100 by Sunday and Monday. Very, very close. There is some humidity going in here too, but there's also some wind at times. So we're going to be pulling moisture and going through it likely at a pretty good clip. So you got to remember that when we get into next week, our watering demands are going to go up a lot. And then, of course, anybody that catches a thunderstorm, that's going to be a pretty big deal, too. Aberdeen, your chances of rain are better for the weekend, Saturday night into Sunday. That's a 60% chance. And then next week, those are mainly those nocturnal thunderstorms. Here in Rapid, you're going to feel some of the heat, too. But Rapid City is going to be closer to that trough in the Pacific Northwest, and so the Black Hills probably taking the edge off the worst of the heat. We've got some low to mid 80s Sunday, Monday. We'll see, though, the end of the 7-day will probably start to warm up again toward the 4th of July. More details online at KETHLELAND.com.